The rules have changed, gentlemen. We have to work 20 times harder than our grandfathers for women 20 times less valuable. Inflation has us working 2 jobs and creating side hustles, and to top it all off, we're not as happy as we used to be.
Look, man, we're not as happy as we used to be, but we need to fake the funk and start acting like it, man. Let me tell you, last week, bro, I didn't tell you. I told Pedro because we were talking yesterday with Pedro, right? Because we showed up to record, but someone didn't show up, so we couldn't record and shit.
It's a lie. That's a lie. We weren't scheduled to record. That's a lie.
Okay, we were scheduled.
I have never been late, and I've never not showed up. For the record.
That's actually true.
I don't fuck around,
so
bro.
True. There's only one person that didn't show up. We're not going to mention any names. Mr. Producer.
That's Pedro on the drums right there,
bro,
by the way.
Let me tell you something about performance, right? Like, a lot of men ain't happy, right? Like last week, bro, when we recorded, I didn't tell you, bro.
Sure.
I had one of like the worst mornings, worst afternoons. I got bad news after bad news after bad news. And I was like, fudge, man. I felt like crying, but I was like, fudge that. I'm not crying. I was like, that was like a rough morning, I was like, I felt like a ping pong that day. I was like, bam, 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 just getting rocked, right?
Yeah.
And it happens to us, man, right? It happens to you guys, right? But what happened? Did you notice anything about last time we recorded? You didn't notice nothing, right?
No.
I showed up and I performed.
No,
I
you have
showed
to.
up and I was on. I was just, this is my life.
Yeah.
So we're going to have rough times in life, right? A lot of times. Like, I don't cry. I was like borderline crying so much and stuff that was out of my control, right? Because I always believe in we can only control our emotions. Stuff's going to happen around us, and the only thing we can control is ourselves. So this is one of the life skills that I talk about all the time. Because why? The laws of life have changed. Just like the laws in our country have changed. The laws in this world are continually changing. And so if stuff happens to us, all we got to do is keep it pushing because no one cares about our emotions. So what happens, right? A lot of us men, stuff happens to us. It's probably happening to you right now. Some stuff is not going accordingly. And we just got to keep going. We got to keep going because sometimes we're not going to have the best days. We're not going to have good days. Like Miguel talks about in his intro. Hey, stuff happens. Well, what do? We keep it pushing. So you as a man, you got to be able to understand this pain, feel it, digest it, and what they do, those fucking fireballs, get that fucking pain and just shoot it back.
Yeah, no, that's real.
I watched one episode of anime, bro. That got me hyped, bro. So now these guys always tell me.
What show is anime? Which show is
was,
that? I watched one episode of anime.
Wait, you know, got me on Tyler. Tyler got me on. It was a Demon
Slayer.
Demon Slayer,
yeah.
Bro. That's hype. And that dude, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the whole thing, the first 4 episodes. That thing was hype. But later on in the episodes, I guess the dude has like 3 or 4 wives or something like that, right?
Oh my god.
That's I'm like, yeah, that's my type of anime, right?
Yeah,
but what this dude did, he was getting his ass whooped, this kid, right? At the beginning, if you guys seen Dragon Slayer, what is it?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. This dude's getting beat up, It felt like a ping pong, right? I was like, bro, I know the feeling. And he just got up, he kept getting up and kept fighting until he finally won. So that's our life, bro.
I mean, that's what it is. And I'm not like, there's no way that you're, even as a man, you're not going to like go throughout life without having, you know, emotions. Like, it's just part of the thing. Like, it's part of the movement of life, bro. Like, emotions happen. It's energy in motion, you feel me? So you're going to have times that you're happy. Your happiness doesn't last forever. You're going to be frustrated, mad. That's not going to last forever. Even when you're sad or whatever, sometimes you do feel like crying. And maybe you have to just, you know, take a break, acknowledge it. You might have to sit down, drop a tear. But what's crazy is you kind of feel like that feeling kind of, like that weight kind of gets off your shoulders. You might still be sad, shit might still be going on, but if you kind of let that shit out, it kind of like lifts itself off of you, and then you can move on, and then you can move into another another emotion where you're like, all right, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go to the gym and just bust out fucking 40 of these chest pumps, and you know, and go hard, and because this is all that I can control. All I can control right now is me going to the gym, and you know, and then you move on, and then you never know. The next day you might get some good news, and you might feel better.
Yeah, or just watch us. We'll make you laugh, bro. But there's some shit, right? You got
yeah, watch us.
Watch us. We'll make you laugh.
Watch us while you're at the gym.
There you go. Do
both.
Do both. Just have a good time. So look, we're all going through some shit, right? You can be successful, you can be unsuccessful, you can be growing, you can be learning, you can be in your career, growing a new business. It's just ups and downs in life. It's just how we react. Look, I understood that no matter what, we're not gonna die. You know what I mean?
I mean, we will eventually.
Not right now. Let's not think about that right now. So eventually, but that's not even in the cards right now. We're just going. So
Yeah.
parts of life, you got to figure out, okay, what's good and what's bad. Like when that happened to me last week, I was like, damn, bro, everything's going sideways right now. Like there wasn't anything that was going right that day.
Yeah.
And it was like stuff that I worked on for months, stuff that I worked on this and that. And I was like, man, sometimes that just happens. And we just got to keep it pushing. Look, enjoy that pain because it's not going to be there forever. I'm telling you, I know. I've been around the block, hella blocks, right? I've been in all kinds of careers. I've been all over the world.
This dude knew Malcolm X. He went to the same high school as him. That's how around the block he's been.
Correct.
He's
So
been
I
around
understand
for a long
all
time.
I
you know?
I understand all kinds of walks in life, right? Going to different high schools and living in all different parts of the country, different parts of the world, literally. So I understand a lot of stuff. Look, we got to enjoy this life. For reals. We really got to enjoy this life. Because every day is a new challenge, and every day we're just going to get better and better and better. Right, Miggy?
Yeah. No, I mean, and again, that's the part of life. Like, there's this school of thought where you can, like, you know, there's a thing that we do as humans. We tend to compare ourselves to others, right?
Yep.
So there's times where as you're doing that, that might even make you sad. So there might be things that you're sabotaging yourself with in your frame of thinking, or maybe there's a thing that you did that, you know, caused the chain reaction to get to where you're at. And sometimes we just need some self-reflection to really like kind of pin down on like, why did this happen? Okay, all right, you know what? I fucked up there. You know what? I got to eat that one.
Let's get better.
I got to eat that, and then I'm not going to do that again. And I'm going to know for the next time that this situation pops up, because it will pop up, right?
Yeah,
like this
sure.
this is just what life is. It'll come back, and you'll be able to manage that better. And it's not about like, obviously you want to get better, but there's something that my boxing coach told me, right? Because he noticed that when I'm punching the bag, the first thing he told me, he was like, bro, you're like Roberto Duran. You're like hands of stone. You're skinny as fuck, but you punch like you're 20 pounds heavier. That's
something that I've never been told, bro. I'm skinny as fuck.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's fat. That's what he's saying. No, but he told me that, right? And then he noticed that whenever we're doing drills and I'm hitting the bag, or like, you know, the speed bag, that shit, I miss it a lot, right? Because it's like moving, and I'll get fucking mad. I'll get annoyed, right? And he caught it.
You don't fucking miss me when you hit me.
Yeah, because there's a lot to hit.
You're stupid, bro.
No, but what he told me was, he's like, yo, if you don't hit it, or if you don't hit it perfectly, don't trip, because no one hits a home run every time. Like, no one hits a home run every time. He's sick. Shout out to Coach Clint, 408 Tech Training, because he told me, he was like, think about this. He always like to.
That's a bad motherfucker, though.
He always likes to relate to me in some way, and he knew that I was into baseball when I was a kid, and he was like, what's the average of the best baseball player? And I'm like, fucking 300, 333.
If he's good.
If he's good, right? And then he's like,
if he's going into the Hall of Fame.
Well, no,
That's
about, but like the top of the top, they're hitting about 333, which is
you
what?
don't even know these names that I'm talking about. You didn't even know Tony Gwynn or Kirby Puckett, huh?
No, bro, I'm not from the Stone Ages, dog. I'm from now. No,
Carly Lansford?
No, I don't know who that is. That sounds like my mailman's name. But 330, that's a third of. So that means 1 out of 3 times, the best player gets a hit.
Roger Craig.
Do you get what I'm saying? So like, and then a minimal amount of those times, it's a home run.
Don Mattingly.
Why are you saying random people's names?
They're not random people. They're fucking.
I've never heard of them.
Bro,
are they in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe you.
They're all in the Hall of Fame.
Barry Bonds, Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
You know, Miguel Tejada.
Yeah, I remember those guys. Not really. I don't even know those guys. I stopped watching baseball. Here's what happens, bro. So a lot of you guys go through phases, right? You're like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this for a while. Well, your interests change, and this is normal for us, right? We think that we're off because sometimes in life we leave friends behind. It's not like we're leaving behind. It's just that we're growing at a different pace,
bro.
Our interests are different. That's just part of life.
Speaking about that, you want to hear something crazy? Remember in a few episodes.
First of all, I want to thank you before you go on right now that you let me do my intro. That you didn't interrupt me the first 15 seconds of my intro. That's fantastic. Go.
No, I was going to touch on what you just said, bro. So remember in the first few episodes, I told you about my cousin Vic and how he was crazy. He has like 4 baby mamas.
Bro, how come we haven't invited him on the podcast yet, bro?
Well, because I haven't talked to him in a few years.
You know who I'm going to invite on the podcast?
If
his wife lets him, he's got to ask for permission. Well, you know who I'm going to invite as far as you're talking about cousins? Your cousin doesn't have to ask for permission, right?
No.
I'm just...
That guy just has babies with whoever he wants.
You know, I got to ask my cousin, see if his wife gives him permission to come on the podcast because he's got to ask for permission. You know which one it is?
No.
All my cousins got to ask for permission to come on the podcast.
That sounds horrible.
None of them are free-willed. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know I'm talking to you, Lou. You know I'm talking to you, Lou.
You said his name.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
heck yeah, that's my dog.
Well, but no, check this out. So me and my cousin, we're tight. We're homeboys. We're best friends. But then when I moved to LA in 2019, we kind of grew apart just because of the distance. And I was trying to do things, and he was just doing his thing. You know, my boy's he's a gangster, bro. You know, shout out to my boy Lil Vic. And he reached out to me today on Instagram because he saw the video that I posted, and he like sent me this voice note. And it was super touching, and he was like, man, Miggy, you know, I miss you, bro, but this is exactly what I saw for you. I knew you would be doing this, and you would be doing some shit like this.
I saw that
and
too, bro.
It was, and I again, I haven't really talked to him in a long time, and it was one of those times where I you know, you don't think about it. Whenever you're doing something, when you're trying to grow, whatever it is in your life, whether you're going to school, you're starting a new career, whatever it is, like you said, the friends that you grew up around, you might like, you're going to meet other people that are more aligned with that, and that's who you're going to be around. The friends you grew up with, even if it's your cousins, your brothers, whatever, you might not be aligned with them.
And that's a life lesson that people don't teach us. Look, think about it. This is like the rest of life. You're going to have your core friends, right? You're going to have people you do business with for the rest of your life, right? Like us. But in life, you're gonna change and adapt and get better and get better and get better. Just look to get better and more. And God's gonna add more people to your friends because we believe in God. And God wants you surrounded with the right people around you. Okay, be the right type of person, and you have more friends around you. Right now, I want to ask you a serious question. Right? How good, bro? See, you know what I mean? These guys always ripping on me, man. I'm fat. I mumble. I stutter. You know?
Don't be fat. Stop mumbling.
Check it out, bro. How good do I look, bro?
Nah, you look pretty fucking fly. Show him the shoes, bro. I was really like, I looked down, I saw the shoes, I was like, nah, this motherfucker's fly. Oh, you could have took off your shoe, bro.
Bro, we're gonna do something. Let's do it right. Look at these fly ass shoes.
Hey, and you know what I really like? The black socks. That's important. Black socks.
It's about the man that wears a suit.
But that's a beautiful, well put together suit, nice color palette, black socks, beautiful black loafers.
Well, I think this
10 all around.
Thank you. This is an epic day for me because it is. Let me tell you something. It's hard to level up and be better dressed than the image consultant, but I think I did it today.
No, you did. You showed out today. Hey, you did. You showed out today.
Thank you, brother.
Respect. I like it. I even like the pocket square and everything. Like that was nice. Yeah, that was a good touch.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you know what I got in there? I don't want to tell you guys a little secret that got in there so it doesn't move. Because it's not going to move. Look. I looked it up on YouTube so I can make sure it doesn't move.
Wait, what is
all this to level up on you, bro.
Yeah, I do.
That's how much I respect you, son.
Yeah, I like it, bro. That's how much I
respect you.
I like it.
And I'm going to tell you, your beard looks crooked today for the image consultant. Next
no, clip. No. Haircut's coming tomorrow. This is my scruff. I'm in my Brad Pitt phase right now.
Let's go with that. Let's see what we got going on.
So
Brad
the CDC
Pitt,
is tracking new COVID variants here in the U.S., tracking several Omicron subvariants, including EG5, which now makes up more than 20% of new cases here. They say it does not appear to be more infectious or cause more serious illness. Pfizer and Moderna telling ABC News updated boosters will protect against the newer variants, available by mid to late September.
Now, how do they know it's going to protect them if they hadn't even one, it hasn't been out that long. They haven't had a chance to test it, or how do they know it's going to work?
Same way they knew that if you took it the first time, you weren't going to get it, and you were going to be safe, and it wasn't going to cause any side effects, and young people weren't going to be passing out and having cardiac arrest in football games and basketball games and track meets and on live TV.
Yep.
That's the same way they knew all that.
Exact same way. Yeah. No.
That's some bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit, bro. Like, and it's crazy to me. Like, there's no way that. There's no way that people are going to believe that. I honestly hope.
No, there is people that are going to believe it, bro. Come on. Don't you give me. You think people think like you and me that have common sense, bro?
I give humanity too much credit sometimes, and it's like, nah, bro. But
how
like,
do they fall for it last time?
Most people are, the R word. I don't want to say it, but they are.
Say NPCs.
They're NPCs.
Non-playable characters. How about that?
Yeah, most people are non-playable characters. And it's crazy. And they'll fight. They fight for their overlords. They fight for the jail that they live in.
They're trying to fight me on the street for a mask, for a diaper on your face, bro.
Yeah, no, hell no.
I'm like,
that's
bro,
crazy
look at me. What are you doing arguing with me on the street? There's no cameras here.
Yeah,
what's wrong with you? We're in the park. Why do you got to put a mask on the park? Bro, you're silly.
Well, not only that, but think about this. Like, the internet's so developed now, and every single person, there's a profile on you, on me, on you watching this. There's a profile on you, on the things that you watch. Everything that you sign into, you got to sign in with your email.
My profile just changed today. It says pimp. Mine shows pimp in my profile from now on.
All right, Pimp and Ken. But like basically they know how to fucking. They know you better than they know yourself. Even us, we're aware of this. They know us better than we know ourselves, right?
Our habits, our traits, what we're gonna do.
And what they do is like they know how to fucking trigger you and this, that, and the third. That's why I'm a big advocate for like, yo, you got to really pick the things that you're paying attention to.
We were
like
just talking about that.
Yeah, you got to really pick the things you're paying attention to, the music you listen to, the shit you. I don't watch Netflix. I don't fucking have Netflix. There might be like a movie or a show that I watch with my brothers and my dad. I'll watch that with
I don't
them.
have Netflix either, but I got a bunch of codes from my friends.
Yeah, well, you got a bunch of what?
Codes.
Oh
I
yeah,
can watch
you
whatever I
know.
want.
But like again, like all of it,
sale.
I just always assume that it's propaganda, bro.
It
Like,
is propaganda. What else is it going to do with this? Look, I don't know how long. Look. Mira. I believed this stuff for like 2 weeks. I knew it was coming because we talked to other my friends like in my 20s. We're talking about like 3 or 4 decades ago when we talked about this, right? And we knew all this was coming because books have been written about this stuff, right?
yeah.
And
1984?
Dude, oh yeah.
That was written in the
That's
30s, bro.
That's crazy, isn't it? And all that stuff's happening. So I knew all this stuff. Look, this is how NPC I was for like 2 weeks. I knew all this stuff was coming. I read about this stuff since for like 20 years ago. Knew about this stuff. And I still forgot about it. And I fell for this stuff for 2 weeks. I fell for it for 2 weeks.
Wait, when COVID came?
Yeah, when COVID came, I was like, all right, because I live with my mom. You know, my mom was a big influence. After that, mom, you're still a big influence. But, you know, I fell for it. And she told me, mijo, we got to take care of it, so we got to not go out in public. I was like, all right, cool, we'll do this. All right, I'm off for 2 weeks. I'll take a break. They said 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I was still working because I work from home, right? I'm a real estate agent. I buy properties and flip and all this stuff, right?
Yeah. He's fat, but he's rich.
Yeah, exactly. So I sit in the office, dude. When you sit in the office, you get fat, right?
Yeah.
And then so, I'm not sitting in the office as much anymore. Bro, you know how much weight I lost? I'll talk about that later. So,
You know what the?
so
Okay.
I was like, all right, I was still working, prospecting, calling, and I talked to people because I like to talk, right? And so
Right.
I was like, all right. And I was talking to all these people still on the phone. 2 weeks after, I was like, no one's dying. No one's dying 2 weeks into this beer
This
virus.
pandemic.
This
This-
beer virus.
yeah,
Well, we
yeah,
got
this-
corona virus all up in the veins, but no one's dying. This ain't nothing.
Bro, do
2
you
weeks
remember the
after this
videos
stuff-
that were coming out of China? Like
2
people were
weeks
dropping,
and
people
the
were dropping on the street.
And the same edits were going on that they were in China. The same doctor, same thing. It was like, oh, it's in Italy.
I
no,
thought-
it's China. The
I
same
thought, I
thing,
thought
side
it
by
was.
side.
I thought it was real, man. I thought
So did
like
I for 2
bro,
weeks. But that was like a pandemic is death, bro.
Yeah.
And ¿quién se está muriendo? Who's dying? No one, son. I was like, oh, after 2 weeks, I was like, Mom, this is fake.
I thought
Univision is telling us that this is alive and we're in danger. Where?
I thought
Where?
it was the end of the world, and so like what I did at the time I was living in LA, and but I was here when it happened, like lockdowns, whatever, right?
So you were here when it started, but you
Yeah.
were living in LA.
I was living in LA, but I was here because I used to come
You
back
was
and
doing
forth
a
at the
delivery.
time.
What were you doing at that time? What were you delivering?
No, I was actually in the middle of my court case, so I don't want to talk about it. So, but I was over here, right? So what I did is I went to Home.
touchy subject.
I went to Home Depot.
You change colors when I talk about this.
No, fuck that. No, I went to Home Depot, bro, and I bought 4 machetes. Okay,
Damn.
I bought 1. I bought 2. I left 2 at my sister's house, 1 at my grandma's house. I forgot what I did with the third or the last one, but I remember buying 4. And then I hopped on a plane, went back to LA. And at the time, I lived with my brother.
Okay.
And we just stayed in the house. We stayed in the apartment. Boom. 2 weeks
Ready
passed.
for what were you expecting?
I mean,
Zombies?
no, what I was
Zombie
expecting.
apocalypse is coming for you.
This is why I got the machete. This
So
is why
you
I got
went
the
straight Nicaragüense and went machete. Oh, how
Yes.
much do you love
No,
being
but
Nicaragüense
this
at that
is-
time, bro?
No,
It was like
I loved
natural
it.
in your
That
blood.
was the first thought. No, but this is why.
But you said
This
that,
is
I'm
why.
like,
Listen,
oh, that's
listen,
sick.
listen.
I wish I was Nicaragüense for those 2 weeks.
Listen, this is why. Because in my mind, I was like, okay, if this is real, then people are going to go steal shit from the stores. There's nothing going to be left in the stores. Then they're going to start breaking into a house for shit, for food, for whatever. So then I told my sister, like, hey, you keep that door locked.
I got a
Here's
question.
this. My dad even gave my grandma, like, guns. He was like, here, Mom, like, take this shit. Yeah, like,
I got a question
everyone
for
was
you.
prepared for, like, people breaking in and just
Be honest
anarchy.
with me. Be honest with me. How much toilet paper did you buy at that time?
Oh, no, I didn't go crazy with the toilet paper.
No?
Nah.
I was like, why are people buying toilet paper,
Bro,
bro?
you-
You can just jump in the shower and done.
Nah, that's
Why are you worried about that?
You nasty as
Bro,
fuck, bro.
right? I'm giving you
That's how
the
the-
laws of life have changed, bro.
Bro,
This is a new law of life,
fuck
bro. If you
that,
run out, what are you gonna
dog.
do? If you run out of toilet paper, you jump in the shower, done. You're off. You're saving $2.75 a roll. What's up, son?
bro,
you
fuck.
get rich with us by saving on toilet paper, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Hell no, bro.
And so you talk about
That's
my shit.
not it, bro. I just imagined you, bro. I'm just imagining you running the water and you squatting in front of it and just letting the stream
It's
go
a full
down.
shower,
your
bro,
ass,
with cold water, bro. Cold water is good for you.
Nasty, bro.
Oh, shake and you shake it off
my
at the same time with the
God,
cold
bro.
water.
You couldn't at
Out
least
the
go get
gate.
a leaf from the fucking tree,
Well,
dog?
what am I at the ranch, bro? I got running water at the shower, son.
You're fucking
Ready to go.
Oh my god,
Bro, there's levels to this game, bro.
I'm not trying to be on that level.
There is levels to not needing toilet paper. Guess what?
I
Go
don't.
my level. You want to go use a leaf like this man right here?
No,
go
I'm not.
get a leaf.
Fuck that.
You know what my mom said?
I'm using like baby wipes.
You know what
and
my mom?
shit.
You know what my mom said?
That
Mijo,
nice-
mijo, if we run out of toilet paper, we just do it like Mexico at the ranch. I was like, oh, that's gross, mom. You know what they used to do with the Mexico at the ranch?
Use the right hand.
Rock, son. Rock, son. I know, because I was at the ranch when I was younger.
Why won't they use a leaf?
Bro,
What's wrong with the
they
leaves?
did, but they run out of leaves sometimes. They rock, órale, rápatela limpio, mijo.
God damn,
I was like,
bro,
damn,
that's-
son. I was like, mom, and we got soft rolling rocks right here in the front yard, like a rocks right there, like softy, like rolly rounded. Shit ain't gonna scrape you too bad. You know what I mean? So I said, we're covered. We don't
Damn,
need
you
no
really
toilet-
thought about it,
we
bro.
We ain't gonna need no toilet paper, bro.
That's
We got
crazy.
soft rounded rocks.
You really thought about it.
We got Charmin rocks.
No, ni verga.
We got Charmin rocks in the front yard,
Ni
son.
verga. There was this dude though. He was sick, bro. And I met him. He was doing this for everyone in my
sick?
building.
What do you mean sick?
Nah, he was like a dope motherfucker, bro.
Okay.
He was a brother,
I
right?
thought like sick like a COVID.
No. He was a brother,
Okay.
and everyone, no one knew what the fuck's going on. Everyone's scared to leave, but everyone needs groceries and this, that, and the third.
You know what?
And this guy knew where to get the toilet paper. I don't know. I think he had a plug at a warehouse or something. And I met him through one of my neighbors, and I would just text him a list of all the groceries I needed. I pay him $60. He'd go get it, and by the end of the day, it's at my door. And he was doing that for this motherfucker was making money, and he was a ghetto ass motherfucker too. So when I seen him, I was like, I respect, bro, because I know you did this for at least 20 people in my building.
Today.
That motherfucker made $1,200 off my building that day.
That day,
you
son.
know, I was like, respect,
Bro,
brother.
that's
I'm
a
gonna
hustle.
call you next week.
That's a hustle.
Yeah,
dude.
he
That's
was
legit.
killing it, bro.
That's legit right there.
I wonder
bro.
what he's doing now.
He's still doing the same thing, bro. He's like this. Ooh, pandemic is coming back. Daddy's getting paid, son.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about right there.
I respect
Pedro,
it.
we got the next clip. Now we talk about toilet paper and rocks and leaves.
You're nasty. You're fucking
They ran
disgusting.
in October of 2019.
Event 201.
Event 201. It was the exact COVID variant, right? Like, so what they talked about in Event 201 was actually what happened. And it happened just a few months later, and nobody seemed to think that was weird, all right? Now they ran one called Sears, and in the Sears pandemic, 20 billion kids die, all right? Now, if you were trying to control the population, and you were talking about this in public, like Bill Gates does, do you think that it would advance your agenda if 20 billion kids died, a whole generation of kids in certain places? Would that advance it? It sure would. Now, what do we do with the people who are calling bullshit? Well, we can make them the enemy. Because if we release this thing and these people are saying, hey, resist, do not comply, then it's their fault that the kids die.
Yep.
Then they criminalize those people and remove them from society. They put them in camps or they execute them. And then they run the world because there is no resistance anymore. That's what I see their plan to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're running. And to your point, man, like, I mean,
And we're at their mercy because we've allowed them. Listen, I said this back in 2020. There was no accountability because not enough people spoke up for accountability. And we still have people who are running for president at this time saying in interviews, well, if I get elected president, I would say we lay down arms and I would say that we move forward. No.
What?
These people are criminals. They've killed people. They've ruined lives. They've ruined legacy businesses. They've disrupted our lives for the last 8 years on a made-up document with Russia collusion. They've disturbed our peace. They've made us enemies amongst each other. These people are evil. We have to remove them from society.
Yeah, no, they're out of pocket, bro. And that's why I don't. And then again, this is why, like, when I see people that are extremely liberal, I come across them. Obviously,
they comply, bro.
we live here in San Jose, California, so they're everywhere, right? But whenever I run into those people, I don't even like. A part of me feels bad for them, but I've
don't feel bad for no one.
seen them at work. Like I've seen how they work and then how they like. Internally, they get triggered by certain things, and they can't even control it, and they can't even make sense of it. But they just
Who's
react.
Worse? Who's worse? The women or the men or the female liberals? Who's worse?
It's always the men. In my mind, it's always going to be the men. Like the men that fucking are all on
Why
that
do you say
shit.
that? Why do you say that? I agree with you. Why?
Because women are more easily influenced.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean,
Like
they're gonna
it's
cry and scream no matter what. They're respect no matter what. But the man,
Well-
you don't know how to act like a man, or you don't want to act like a man to make your woman happy.
or have critical thinking, or like tell her like, yo, you need to be. No,
Like,
that's
no
not
wonder
what's
these-
happening.
I was like, no wonder these women are so like unhappy because they don't have like good men around them.
It's
why.
it's crazy, and but yeah, I think the men. In my mind, it's always the men's fault. Like
Yeah.
that's just the
And
end of,
women
end
want
of
to be
it.
happy, but you need a good man around you. You know, and I'm
100%.
I'm all about making women happy, right? But men got to be about it.
Yeah.
And if they're not, then who's gonna respect them? No one respects them.
No.
So I agree with you as far as who's worse, the man or the woman. Next clip, Pedro. Last clip. We don't fuck. I don't think that's it. See you next. Clip.
Oh no, it's above that one.
Let's go with that for a second. Oh, you know what? Let's close out with the last one. That one right there. Close out with that one.
Always what the case was when it came to the people that were like, oh, you know, you're not wearing your mask. It's always like, you should be wearing your mask because you're gonna hurt me.
I liken back to 2020, and I think you just said it. 15 days to slow the spread. The only reason in hell I would ever lock my country down is because there was some sort of flesh-eating virus tearing through the population. You never do that to your country unless
They thought it was.
the last-ditch effort circumstance that you have no other choice. You lost running water. You lost soap. If in those situations, maybe, because that is the recipe to destroy your country, is to shut it down. Don't do that again. And don't make people put fucking dirty masks on.
Nice.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm fucking sick of it. I will not do it again. Thank you.
I wonder how many people feel exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're out in West Virginia, so we
nice.
came out here because we were in New Jersey, and it started getting really intense. There was talk locally about shutting down the bridges out of New.
Bro, if we had more men with that guy's spirit
Yeah, no.
around here, with that fire that dude just spit off, you see that dude just get so angry because how dare you take our rights away? How dare you take away our freedom? How dare you try to control us? We're not doing anything bad to anybody. We're just out here trying to live our life, trying to be prosperous, take care of our family, enjoy life, just live a good life, get better. We ain't hurting nobody. We're just trying to live our life. And you're out here trying to control us, deceive us, manipulate us, be mean to us, take away our rights, make us suffer, trying to destroy our future, trying to destroy our kids' future, trying to destroy our kids' present life right now, trying to destroy our relationships that we have, trying to kill our friends, trying to take away our relationship with our friends. You know how many friends I don't talk to since 2021? 2020, dude, this is what all this stuff did. And I want you to think back and look what has changed from 2020. A lot of us were much more social. We had much more friends.
I mean, nothing changed for me. I'm gonna be real with you.
Look,
I was traveling around on 2020. I was taking advantage of them low ticket prices. You know what I'm saying? Southwest and Delta.
But you're a single man and you got balls, bro. You're a single man and you got balls and you got hands. So you know a lot of stuff is gonna scare you.
I was
You know what I mean?
having fun, bro.
Correct, but I'm talking
I was
about
out
the
there
general.
fucking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
'cause
saying?
You're a superstar in life, bro. You're just a great ass man.
I was
that's not
getting
scared
that
of much.
sloppy toppy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of people are
Sticking
not.
my
A lot of
thumb in
people-
chicks'
A lot of
buttholes
people
and
are all
shit.
scared and shit. See, but what's this really doing to a lot of men out here? What's this doing to our society? That's why this dude got so hot and so fired up. So this
Yeah.
is up to a lot of men. Just be man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
everyone
bro.
should do better.
Do
be
better,
like this,
man.
man. Run around the world, the country, enjoy life.
And
you know what I mean?
stick your finger in girls' butts.
What is wrong with you?